Hello and welcome back. Today is day 20 of the Arty Mummy 365 day challenge. I'm Kathy and today we are to design your own fairy or twinkle lights. So I thought it would be a nice idea to use my dual brush pens. For anyone that's interested to know, they are Tombow brand. According to the package, brush and fine tip in one pen, water-based, blendable, acid-free. And on the back it also says that tips self-clean after blending, which I found to be true. But I've chosen them for this because they're really great for clean, bright colours. Even though there is a very limited palette, I thought that would work okay for this little exercise. In hindsight, by the end I was really wishing that I had used my watercolours because I had underestimated the number of little light tops along those strings. There's actually 62 lights to be done, so not counting the ones that are done for you. So it wasn't very long at all before I was really struggling to think of new and exciting ways to make little fairy lights that were different from the rest. So we had stars and sparkles and diamonds and flowers and trees and drop shapes and circles and dots and patterns, even a little doll and different types of flowers and various numbers of shapes kind of repeated but done in different colours, and long ones and fat ones and everything I could think of, and I was still having to fill a few up. So yes, what I thought was going to be very easy and relaxing ended up being quite challenging on the mind, as far as just thinking, trying to go, okay, what am I going to do now? But no, it was a fun exercise and a good one for sort of building creativity and making you try and think outside the box a little bit in, how many different ways can I make 5 colours into interesting little objects that might hang from trees and sparkle and shine. And I ended up taking inspiration from our Christmas tree and all the interesting and wonderful objects that hang from that the children have made over the years at school, and that made it a little bit easier. But yes, 62 little shiny objects is something to think about. In the end though, as usual, I did enjoy this little exercise. I thought it was useful for building your creative mind and thinking outside the box. So I'd love to know, did you do this exercise? If you did you also struggle to do something different on each one, or did you choose to be go in a completely different direction and maybe make a pattern of lights, or a pattern of colours of the same light? So that's about it for today. If you enjoyed my video, as always, I ask if you could please like, subscribe, hit the little notification bell and leave me a comment. I'd love to know what you think. What did you do? What would you do? I'd love to know your thoughts. And that, my friends, was the sound of a small child getting out of bed. They are now back in bed and I can continue. We're almost done. Sorry, one last little note. Me, the big doofus, I finally at the end decide to try out the blending marker that's in this set, and wish I'd figured that out beforehand, because I use it on the little pink flower on the second to bottom, or the little red outlined flower on the second to bottom line, and it works beautifully and makes a pretty pink flower out of the red outline. So who knows what I would have ended up with if I had have thought of that earlier. I suppose that's why there's a blending marker in there. We learn new things as we go. Anyway, now I've made myself feel really silly, I'm going to say good night for now, and See you tomorrow.
Mummy, is this like in the future? Because those look like they're floating.